Hello everyone, welcome again. We are going to do lesson 2 of multiplying binomials, where we're going to start using positive and negative signs. So as we know, a binomial is a two-term math sentence, so to speak. So we have x plus 2 times x plus 3. And this is, by the way, what you were supposed to do as your try out on your notes. So we're gonna do distributive property. X times x is x to the second power, and then x times 3 is 3x. So we're done with the x here and everything inside the other parentheses. And now we're going to do 2 times x, which is 2x, and 2 times 3. Remember, 2 times 3 is 6. So combining like terms, is x squared plus 5x plus 6. And all of you who tried it got it right. So there's no thing to be afraid. Okay, so now we need to start introducing negative numbers in the binomial. And as you can see, my answer will be a trinomial. We start with two binomials. And this is a trinomial because of the three terms. 1, 2, and 3. 3 terms, trinomial. Okay, so let's do one with a negative number. So keeping it simple, x plus 3. I don't want to use like 17 times 148. I don't want to do that. X plus 3, and then let's just go x minus 4. Okay, so let's see what happens when we're multiplying negative numbers. Remembering the rules of multiplication. If the signs are different, the product is negative always. If the signs are the same, it is a positive answer. So again, x times x, that's just x to the second power. We should be getting used to that. And x times negative 4, instead of being 4x, is going to be negative 4x. Okay, let's take a second there to let that sink in. 1x times negative 4 is going to be 4, but negative because we have one negative sign. So negative 4x. And now we move to the 3 to complete our multiplying binomials. 3 times x continues to be 3x. And 3 times negative 4. I know that 3 times 4 is 12. But what's going to be my sign when one is positive and one is negative? They don't match. They're not a pair. So they have a negative sign. All right, let's combine like terms. X squared. Here's why we had been doing integers all along. What's a negative 4 and a positive 3? I owe you 4 and I pay you 3 back. How much I owe you now? I only owe you 1. So, or if we're at 0 and we dive down 4 feet into a pool and then start swimming up 3 feet, where are we gonna be? Let me do on the left here, let me do my number line that way. Temperature or depth. If I am at 0 and I go down 4, I'm gonna be at negative 4. And then I'm going to climb up again for air. I'm going to go up 3. So from negative 4, I'm going to go up 3. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm at negative 1. So this is negative 1x. And then minus 12. We just bring that down. Great. So we just need to do a couple more. So let's do now where the negative is on the first binomial. So like x minus 2 and x plus 5. All right. And again, x times x is x squared. X times 5 is 5x. What is negative 2 times x? Just negative 2 times x, or negative 2x. We know it means negative 2 times x. Okay, and what is negative 2 times 5? Negative 2 times 5 is going to be a negative because the signs are different and we're multiplying. And 2 times 5 is 10. All right. So combining like terms, this is going to be easy to see because we have 5x and we take away 2x. So what will that give me? 3x. 5 minus 2 is 3. That's all there is to it, and bring down the negative 10. Okay. Let's do one with two negatives. Some crazy numbers like x minus 3, not crazy, and x minus 6. All right, so again, x times x is x to the second power. X times negative 6, by now we should know is negative 6x. And now we do the negative 3. Negative 3 times x is just negative 3x. Negative 3 times x. And what's a negative times a negative? It's a positive because the signs match. We have a pair is a positive matching. So negative 3 times negative 6 is positive 18. 3 times 6 is 18. And this is a good reminder of what those rules are, that we need to be ready for Algebra 1. Okay, so now what happens? Bring it all down, x squared, and plus 18 here. But I need to do some sort of combination here because I have like terms, negative 6 and negative 3x. So again, if I dive down 6 feet into the water, and then I dive down another 3 feet, I'm gonna be down 9 feet, 9x. So again, just like a negative times a negative gives you a positive, when we're combining a negative with a negative, we end up adding. So 6 plus 3 is 9, and we keep the sign negative of the bigger number, which is negative. So I don't want to say too much because then it's confusing if I talk a lot, but we should have one now, the final example. Pause your video now because I'm going to erase this side. Okay, so the last example is x plus 7 times x minus 3. And I need you to do it with me. What is the first thing we do? Distribute it. What is x times x? Okay, good. X to the second power. What is x times negative 3? Raise your hand. Haha. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. Okay. All right. Let's complete our distributive. We're done with the x. We need to multiply the positive 7 times everything. What is 7 times x? 7x. Okay. Here's the tricky one. What's a positive 7 times a negative 3? I know that 7 times 3 is 21, but what is the sign when one is positive and one is negative? That's not a match, so I cannot just cancel the negative sign, so it has to be negative. All right, let's combine like terms. X squared over here, negative 3x plus 7. We're not actually adding. It is better if we do it on the side note, right? Side note, And I'm gonna start with the 7x. That's a positive 7x. All right, so that's that. What's missing? What's missing from this like terms, which is just x to the first power? I got the 7 in here. I need the negative 3x. So it's actually better to go simple. Like in elementary school, what would we do now? If I have a 7 minus 3x, 7 minus 3 is 4, right? So 4. It ends up to be positive because there's no sign. The bigger number is the 7. So is x squared. Then I need this 4x right here. They need to go here. So, and all I need to do now is bring down my what? My what you said? My negative 21. And that's the trinomial product of this multiplication of binomials. Thank you so much. That's the end for the year. If you're a math whiz and wanna do factoring, I'll do a video for you just for your enjoyment. I will not obviously make it mandatory, just to learn even more and be ready for Algebra 1. We need to know some factoring, so you'll be set. Well, thank you very much. I hope you guys understood. If not, you guys at least understood some. And this was the point, not for you to be an expert on it, but to see things that you're gonna see in Algebra 1. So then that's all I wanna say for now. It's been wonderful. You guys have been great, especially long distance. And let's not make this recording longer than what it needs to be. So everyone have a happy summer, and thank you so much for following me and doing your work. Thank you so very much, and thanks to the parents for their support at home. Be safe.